All right, can you go ahead and say your first and last name for me?
Brendan Colwell.
All right, Brendan, I shake your hand, but just going to give me a fist bump. Awesome.
Yeah, no worries.
So, we're in the R8 for 5 laps, correct?
Correct.
All right, just want to make sure all that's correct.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, I'm just going to go ahead and say you've already done Aston. So
Yep.
once again, I'm not going to give you too much information, but same thing. Look where you want to go. Keep your eyes scanning. Easy on the pedals, especially in the rain.
Right.
Try to avoid the painted areas.
Yep.
I can't underrate that enough simply because you get on that paint, it is very slick.
Yeah, I touched it once out there.
In the Aston?
I felt it. He goes, you felt it? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna. You almost want to kiss it, but you want to be close to it, not on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Perfect.
So in general, it's gonna be the exact same line as the Aston.
Yep.
Baby, just like the Aston, because we have a little bit more power. Aston has 400 horsepower. This thing's at 525. It weighs a little bit less, so of course that's more power, less weight, but we have the Quattro system once again.
Right.
So in my opinion, this is probably the easiest car out of all of these cars to drive in the rain.
Yeah.
We already talked about that a little bit.
Yep.
So just be smooth with the throttle. You'll feel it out. This car will have a tendency to understeer. Simply because of the wet conditions. That's just how it reacts to it. So if you do feel like the car is not locking into the front tires, it's not steering as much as you'd like it to, come off the throttle just a little bit, let that nose settle back down.
Okay.
So you understand how to enter the turns?
Yep. He said I did pretty good out there, so I mean,
All right.
Pretty good seems good to me. He said fantastic at one point, not to toot my own horn, but yeah, I know I'm a novice, completely novice, so I'll take any pointers you got.
For sure. I'll give you anything I see, but for the most part, I think you're ready. Right foot on the brake.
Yep.
Paddle shifters, are we using those?
Yes.
Awesome. So it's to me very similar to the Aston. They're going to move with you on the wheel, however, so it's up on the right, down the left. I'm going to let you know when to shift.
Yep, sounds good.
All right. Passing procedure is the same. I'll let you know when it's safe to pass. If we are being passed, of course, I'll let you know. In either case, I'm going to put my hand on the wheel just to make sure everything goes safe.
Yep, sounds good.
Any questions for me?
I don't think so.
Let's do it. Right foot on the brake.
Yep.
So right now the wheel is pointed toward the right, so go and give it 1 revolution to the left. Just a tiny bit of throttle. We're going to head straight and then off to the left-hand side. Off to the left. Once we reach the end here, we're going to take another left, and we're going to come to a stop at that stop sign.
Okay.
That's not there, because the wind blew it off yesterday. Okay, so we're going to come to a stop at the end of the wall.
Okay. Right here good?
Yep, go and just stop here.
It's starting to dry off a little bit, so that's good.
Yeah. Don't let it deceive you, though. Track's still damp.
Oh, I know. I agree.
Yeah. Go and stop here.
Yeah.
Up. All right, move forward next to the blue cones on the right. All right, track is clear. Go and join. Squeeze the throttle straight ahead. Right hand upshift. You can feel we have quite a bit more power. Right hand upshift. Give us some throttle. We're going to bring the car all the way out to the left. Just a little bit of brake here. Turn in, tight to the right. Watch for that apex. Begin to squeeze down on the throttle. Really gentle through here. Good. Good line. Squeeze, unwind out to the left. Full throttle, keep to the left. Oh, sorry. You're good. Keep to the left. Firm on the brakes. Brake hard. Left hand downshift. Turn in. Watch for your apex. Good line. Nice and smooth. Begin to squeeze the throttle. Unwind the wheel out to the left. Keep to the left. Brake hard. Brake. Good. Turn in. Watch for that apex. Begin to squeeze the throttle. We just want to use this first lap to get used to the car.
Yeah.
Unwind a bit. Bring it back over to the right. Just a little bit of brake here. Turn in. Watch your apex. Begin to squeeze the throttle. Begin to squeeze. Unwind the wheel just a little bit. Bring it back over to the left. Good. Firm on the brakes, brake hard. Tight right hand turn, watch your apex. Nice and patient with the throttle through here, it's a little wet. Squeeze the throttle, begin to unwind the wheel, a little more throttle, all the way over to the right. Just a tiny bit of brake. Now turn in. Good. Throttle straight ahead, all the way over to the left. Firm on the brakes. Tight right, watch that apex. Begin to squeeze the throttle. A little more throttle, a little more. Trust it, four-wheel drive. A little more throttle, a little more. Unwind. Throttle all the way over to the left. Right hand upshift. Right hand upshift. Brake hard. Left hand downshift. Off the brake, let it roll in. Watch that apex. Turn the wheel a little more. Begin to squeeze the throttle. A little more throttle, a little more. Throttle all the way out to the left. Off the throttle, we're going to get passed by a little faster car on the right, okay? Firm on the brakes. We're going going to go by us on the right-hand side right here.
Yep.
Left-hand downshift. Turn in, watch that apex. Begin to squeeze the throttle. Unwind the wheel a little bit. Bring it back over to the right. Just a little bit of brake here. Turn in, watch that apex. Begin to squeeze the throttle. Unwind the wheel. Good. Throttle back over to the left. Good eyes. Firm on the brakes. Brake hard. Keep to the left-hand side. Watch for your apex. Over to the right. Good. Squeeze the throttle. Keep those eyes moving. Remember to look where you want to go. Squeeze the throttle. Unwind the wheel. Bring it back over to the right. Just a little bit of brake here. Turn in. Nice and smooth. Be patient with the car. Now squeeze all the way over to the left. Firm on the brakes. Brake hard. Tight right. Watch that apex. Good. Begin to squeeze the throttle. A little more throttle. A little more. Roll into it. Unwind the wheel out to the left. Full throttle. Keep to the left-hand side. Right-hand upshift. Firm on the brakes. Brake hard. Left-hand downshift. Good. Off the brake, turn in, watch that apex. Nice and smooth, begin to squeeze the throttle. Unwind the wheel out to the left. Full throttle, keep to the left-hand side. Nice. Brake hard, brake hard. Doing good, keep to the left. Turn in, watch your apex. Nice and smooth with your hands. Squeeze the throttle. Unwind, throttle back over to the right. Nice and smooth. Good. Just a touch of brake here. Turn in, watch that apex. Begin to squeeze the throttle. Unwind the wheel, throttle back over to the left. Firm on the brakes, brake hard. Keep to the left-hand side, tight right, watch your apex. Keep those eyes moving. Squeeze the throttle, begin to unwind the wheel. Unwind, unwind, throttle back over to the right. Good feet. A little bit of brake here. Turn in, squeeze the throttle, you're gonna bring it all the way over to the left. Patient here, good, over to the left. Firm on the brakes, turn in, watch that apex. Now begin to squeeze the throttle. A little more. Lean into the four-wheel drive. A little more throttle. There you go. Full throttle, keep left. Right-hand upshift. Right-hand upshift. Brake hard. Left-hand downshift. Left-hand downshift. Turn in. Watch your apex. Good. Begin to squeeze the throttle. A little more throttle, a little more. Trust the four-wheel drive. A little more throttle, a little more. Full throttle, keep to the left-hand side. Firm on the brakes. Brake hard. Turn in. Watch that apex. Good line. Begin to squeeze the throttle. Unwind the wheel bit, throttle back over to the right. Just a little bit of brake here. Turn in, watch that apex, squeeze the throttle. Begin to unwind the wheel. Good, throttle back over to the left. Firm on the brakes, brake hard. Tight right. We're going to bring it all the way over to the right. We're going to get past to the left. You're doing good, man.
Thank you. It's just concentration, that's what it's all
We're headed off track. Go and keep to the right, throttle.
All right.
Turn in. Squeeze the throttle, bring it all the way over to the left. Firm on the brakes, brake hard. Tight to the right, watch that apex. Remember to stay concentrated, you're good. Squeeze the throttle, a little more throttle, a little more. Unwind, throttle all the way over to the left. Now a little close to the paint, be careful on other cars of that. Right hand upshift. Brake hard. Left hand downshift. Turn in, watch your apex, begin to squeeze the throttle. Patient with the car, you're gonna understeer. Now throttle out to the left. Down the throttle a little quick, that's what happened there. Keep to the left hand side, throttle. Firm on the brakes, brake hard. Tight to the right, watch that apex. Begin to squeeze the throttle. Unwind the wheel a little bit, throttle back over to the right. Just a little bit of brake here. Turn in, watch that apex, begin to squeeze. A little more throttle, a little more throttle. Unwind the wheel, throttle back over to the left. Firm on the brakes, brake hard, we're going to keep to the left, that was fine. Awesome driving.
Thank you.
So now you get a little better feel for that.
That's exactly what it is. Every time we go out and out, you know, I asked them, can we just go and like each car do it, just increase in horsepower, the ones I'm doing?
Yeah,
yeah, sure.
Tight to the left. We're going to head straight. So the tricky thing is that there's a huge difference between four-wheel drive, and that's, of course, when you use a little bit too much throttle, which you did in turn 2 that one time, and I let you know you're going to understeer, that's what that four-wheel drive is going to do. It's going to make sure that the rear end stays locked into the track, front end will lose traction instead of the rears. You get into these rear-wheel drive high horsepower cars, we're going to put the car back. It's pin number 13. Tight to the right.
Right here.
Yeah, you want to put your left front tire on that wall right there.
You will?
Yep. Just going to stop the car from rolling.
Yeah.
Off the brakes, let it roll in. Off the brake.
Yeah.
All right. Like I was saying, you get into these higher horsepower, just rear-wheel drive cars, what's going to end up happening is you'll actually lose the rear end a little bit, like a drift car, essentially, instead of just pushing. And that's the real big key difference between a four-wheel drive and the rear-wheel drive in the rain.
Right.
That's why I said this car is extremely forgiving.
Yeah,
and it
definitely was.
Yeah, you can feel it. Even if you get a little bit of out of sorts, the car just brings it right back to straight. Because, like I said, you could, in theory, drive this on gravel, but I wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. I have 2 extra laps I can do. Well, I have $160 worth because your guys' 488 GTB in the Aventur's out.
Okay.
What would you recommend to use it for, rather than not the R8 and the Aston?
That's a good choice.
But what would you, like the RS?
What other cars are you hopping into?
Nissan I'm already doing an extra lap on because they gave me one for free.
Okay.
I have the Corvette and the RS and the McLaren.
Okay, so the McLaren is very, very light. That thing's probably going to have a hard time getting into the track. The fastest car out of all of them in these conditions especially is going to be the GT3 RS. If you want to just dig and go as fast as you can, I would recommend doing 2 more laps in that car. However, the hardest car you're going to get into is going to be that Corvette. So if you want to try and master that torque, you can do it 2 laps on that one.
What would you do in your opinion?
That's not really fair.
That's not fair? Okay.
That's not fair. Because think about it, I'm here every day going
fast.
fast.
Well, that's true.
So
okay. What I meant is, in your opinion, for me.
I do the RS 2 laps.
Okay.
Because look at it. It's got the huge rear wing.
Oh, yeah,
it's got a lot more aerodynamic features on it. It's got wider tires. It gets planted into the ground a lot better.
I think I'll do that, then I'll let them know that. Then.
Yeah, for sure.
Perfect. Sounds good.
All right, man. So once again,
thank you.
Yeah. So you can hop on out. I'm gonna get you a video on the outside.
Yep.